Could we be getting a brand new Fallout game sooner than we all anticipated? I think we could. But let's take a listen to what an industry insider had to say. He goes by the name of Jez. This was on his podcast. Let's take a listen to what he has to say regarding a brand new Fallout game coming soon.
They're currently formulating plans on how to get the next Fallout here for us sooner rather than later, which I know is vague as hell. But like we constantly talk about, will we even see Fallout this decade?
No, we won't.
And the answer is, I think we will. I think we will see Fallout.
Bro, the next decade, it's 6 years, dude. 6 years until 2030. Games take at least 4 years to make. They gotta, if they're just talking about it now and formulating a plan now, you're cutting it close. Game delays and all those things can happen. I mean, look.
Yeah, but Rand, you don't. This is different. It's a bit different here because they've already got the engine. It's the Starfield engine. They've just got to kind of make assets for it.
Well, okay, who would make the game? Certainly not Bethesda. It would have to be somebody else.
That's what they're talking about right now.
So if this is true, let's play off that this is true. If this is true, this is incredibly exciting, yet a little disappointing. And the reason why this is disappointing is because if they're just talking about this now after the smashing success of the TV show, if they're just talking about this now, that means that this wasn't in the works prior. So that has me a little sad. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm just a little sad that they weren't anticipating this influx of brand new players and just players overall, returning players, people coming back to the games. They weren't expecting this, but they sure as heck got it. The TV show has over 65 million viewers through the first 16 days that it's been out on Amazon. That's the second most watched Prime show of all time. When it comes to the games, at one point, they had, I believe it was like 12 hours ago, they had 327,000 concurrent players on Steam alone. And also, Fallout 76 reached its all-time peak on Steam just over a week ago. Plus, you have the Fallout 4 update that just came out. People are not too crazy about it. I'm enjoying it personally. Microsoft desiring and craving a brand new Fallout title to come to their platform is not far-fetched at all. In fact, it makes a lot of sense due to the recent success of the franchise, but not from just the TV show, but from the video games and how many people are currently playing these games. Now, so many people are thinking, oh my gosh, Fallout 5, that won't come out for another 10 years. Well, first off, I disagree with that. But I could see us even getting, let's say, like what Jez said, a Fallout spinoff before Fallout 5. Just so Microsoft can capitalize on what's going on with the Fallout franchise. Keep this in mind, though. Let's take a look at the release date of Bethesda Game Studios. Morrowind came out in 2002. Oblivion came out in 2006. Fallout 3 came out in 2008. Skyrim came out in 2011. Fallout 4 came out in 2015. Fallout 76 came out in 2018. And then Starfield came out in 2023. And keep this in mind too with Starfield. They had to revamp the engine. So they were working on a brand new engine over that time too, over those 5 years since the release of 76. But they came out with Starfield in 2023, which was initially slated for a 2022 release date before the inevitable delay. But what did you guys pick up in all those dates? What did you guys pick up? If you didn't pick this up, well, I'm just going to tell you. When it comes to the Bethesda Game Studios release date timeline, it's typically between 3 to 4 years between each game. Mostly 4 years, but it's 3 to 4. in Oblivion, the Fallout 3's case, too. And I'm not saying that's what we're going to experience here, but what I do think is this. I think Elder Scrolls 6 is further along than what anybody thinks. Honestly, I really do feel that way. Because think about this. Starfield was supposed to come out in 2022. There was a bunch of reasons why they delayed it. They delayed it almost a year. I have a hard time believing that all of Bethesda Game Studios was just working on Starfield in their final year. I have a hard time believing that. Because the game was basically made in 2022. It was all finished in 22. They just had to iron stuff out and they took a whole year to friggin' do it. So with that being said, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, but I think Elder Scrolls 6 went into basically full production in 2022. Which then means 4 years from 2022 was what? 2026. That's 2 years from now. And I think that's when we are getting Elder Scrolls 6. Because, like what Jez said, they needed to make a new engine for Starfield. Now with Elder Scrolls 6, with the new Fallout game, you just have to make the assets. I could not agree more with him in his thought of, hey, a new Fallout game could be coming before the end of this current decade. And I 100% agree because of the success of the show and how many people are playing the Fallout games. Microsoft loves money. They invested a bunch of money into purchasing Bethesda Game Studios. Bethesda as a whole, really. You're not just buying Bethesda, you're not just buying ZeniMax to have Wolfenstein, to have Doom, great franchises, but you're making that huge purchase because of what? Because of the Fallout franchise and the Elder Scrolls franchise. And now Starfield. They purchased that to have Bethesda Game Studios underneath their own umbrella and to have potential lifetime exclusivity to their platform. That's why they did it. That's why they spent that much money. So Microsoft, they want to make that money back as soon as possible, just like any other business would. And a brand new Fallout game would 100% do just that. Even a Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas remake would be nice. But you guys let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you love Fallout, but you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. This is Joe, and until next time, signing out.